Welcome to Life It with DVD. Welcome back. Thank you for being here. Today, I wanted to talk about maybe one of those cliche subjects that you hear a lot about in the self improvement growth community, but there's a reason that is. And that thing is gratitude. And not just the buzzword gratitude, but gratitude for your journey. Now, I say this and I'm brought it up today that I really wanted to talk about this. And that's because it's important to have gratitude for your journey because it's a reminder of how far that you have come. And I take a look back to where I was a decade ago, and I was in a very different place. I mean, not just physically, but emotionally, uh, work-wise, I was on a very different trajectory. It was unrewarding. It was very frustrating. It didn't feel like I was going the right direction, and really, there was just so much about it that didn't feel right. And because that's where I spent most of my day, that frustration just seeped into every other aspect of my life emotionally, psychologically, mentally, and physically. And I think about where I am now and how far that I have come on my own personal journey just from a decade ago, not 2 decades ago or 3 decades ago. I could even go back that far. And I mean, when I think about it, I was a completely different person. Um, I don't even know if I recognize myself now from when I was a teenager. It's pretty incredible how you can transform yourself when you consciously put in the energy to try to be grateful and try to be thankful for all of the things that you do have and how far that you have come. Um, when you think about this and an appreciation for your journey, there's so many things along the way that are setbacks. A lot of the journey is taking 3 steps forward and then 2 steps back. You run into walls. You don't always know exactly what you're doing, and that can be frustrating. However, when you think about those experiences that might be setbacks, that might feel like, oh my gosh, I wasted so much time going the wrong way and being around the wrong people and in the wrong relationships, it's hard. But when you think about it in terms of, hey, I learned from this, right? Look at who I am now compared to where I was back then. And what did I learn from those experiences that I can take going forward? And how has it made me a better person along the way? Right? Like a simple perspective shift around the lessons that you learned from those experiences and being grateful for those lessons mean a tremendous amount for who you are now and in the present moment. And the great thing about that is when you shift your focus to being appreciative and being grateful for the things that you have, it opens up more space for you to grow even more into whatever direction or vision that you want to go. And you don't even have to have a clear direction or vision, but if you follow that energy that is positive, that feels good, it feels good to be grateful for things. It feels good to be productive and feeling like you're contributing, and all of those positive feelings that give you more energy, that give you more strength in your day and just in your life, more confidence, well, it's going to give you more, right? And maybe this is the law of attraction, right, at work, where if you think about the things that you want and you're grateful for them, it will bring more of those things in your life. But thinking about it a decade ago, I was doing all sorts of vision boards and trying to cultivate the law of attraction, but it didn't work. Or at least it felt it didn't work. Because comparing then to now, I've actually cultivated a lot of the things that I wanted back then, and actually more than I could have even imagined. And it's kind of crazy to really look back into the past and think about that, because I never even thought that I would get to where I am right now. And obviously, life is like a mountain. You might get to one peak and look down and say, wow, I've come so far. But oh, there's a lot more to go. And that's how it feels for me right now, too. I feel like I have come really far. I'm thankful for the lessons, the walls I have ran into, the paths that I have gone down that haven't ended up being the right path because, well, maybe I was following somebody else's path, doing it for the wrong reasons, um, mostly just not doing it for the right reasons, and not giving myself and my own intuition enough credit. When you think about following your own intuition and being positive for that, right, you can cultivate more. I have not trusted my own intuition for so much of my life. And I haven't thought about it as a good thing because, well, a lot of times I was told that my intuition was wrong and that I needed to do this, this, and this to be successful, to cultivate a good life. And that's what I did. I went the other way. I did things for the wrong reason instead of trusting my own energy, right? And then being thankful for my own energy, being thankful for that direction that I had gone. But because I went the other way, all I experienced was just frustration over and over again, and then wondering why nothing was working. So, how can we create more gratitude in our lives? And there's a lot of different ways that we can do that. It's easy to get lost in the day-to-day minutia, the details of things where we're not thinking about, yeah, I'm so thankful for this. I'm so thankful for all the things that I already have. But there's a variety of ways that we can try to cultivate more gratitude. And that can start with writing it down. What we typically document, and whether it be a spreadsheet, a gratitude journal, I mean, we can even talk about it, record it in a video, and listen to them later, right? Although most people probably wouldn't want to do that because most people don't like listening to themselves, myself included. But if you write it down, if you document it, it's going to help you get out those thoughts and put them down on paper. And once you see them, or it doesn't have to be paper, digitally, whatever, but if you put them down, it'll be easier for your mind to recall them. So gratitude journals are a great way to cultivate more gratitude. Meditating, thinking about in your meditation just all of the things that you have and how did they come to be? How did you get to be where you are right now? And just focusing on that and how amazing it is to just be conscious and to be aware of yourself and that you can be self-reflecting. That is amazing in and of itself that we have consciousness to think about that. Expressing gratitude for others is great as well. When we are appreciative of people's efforts to help us with our endeavors, the same thing happens likewise, right? People want to help you more. Typically, gratitude will cultivate more gratitude. The energy will feed off itself and create more momentum. Another way is volunteering. When you volunteer, you feel good about what you're doing when you're helping others. Focusing on what you have and what you don't have. I think I already said this, but it's so important when we think about all of the things that, somehow are around us and exist. And when you think about like how did I get these things? What like I mean even my laptop to film this right now Like, how did I even get this? Where did I even get the money from to create this? Where did I get it from? And like, oh, I'm so thankful I had this money for from the job that I hated back then, and I'm so thankful I had that store where I lived back then, where I could get this laptop, and just reframing things in your mind and just your whole body of just thinking about things differently and putting it in a positive light instead of thinking about all of the things that you don't have. And I know that's hard because, at least for me, I'm constantly thinking about what are the problems that I have to solve? What are the things that I need to get done? What's the priority, right? And so much of our lives are busy around just trying to figure out what to focus on. There's so many distractions out there in our world, and especially when we look at social media and all of our social engagements and everything like that, there's a lot of negativity. So we need to get back to focusing on what is important, and to know what is important, we need to be grateful. What are the things that make us grateful? So I know it can be hard, once again, to get wrapped up and just really bogged down in the day-to-day stuff. I do it too, but maybe setting something on your calendar for like do something that makes you grateful, or to express gratitude, or this week I put something down in a gratitude journal. This will go a long way in helping you to just have a checkpoint and know if, hey, are these things making me happy? Am I grateful for them? And maybe you won't be at the time. Maybe it won't be the right direction that you want to go exactly, but you'll be able to take something from it that will help modify and just tweak this experience that you're having in life, and be able to just tilt you going the right way that you need to go, that you are hardwired as a human being to go. We all have our individual paths that we have to walk, and I think this process of appreciating the journey and being grateful for it helps to really steer our ship the right direction. So I hope this helps. This video might help in maybe reframing how we think about gratitude and why it is important. There's obviously so many reasons that it's important to be grateful for the things that we have. It doesn't just improve our spirit and our minds, our psychology, but it also helps heal the body as well. When we focus on the good things that we already have, it can create more. It can create more of those positive things. It makes room to bring in more good things. And I know it seems like that might be a little woo-woo or whatever, but I mean, just from my own experience where I doubted that myself, somehow I ended up with so many things that I've wanted, whether I even consciously knew it or not. And yeah, it's just an amazing journey, right? Even though it has not been an easy one. So, once again, I hope this helps somebody. Let me know in the comments if it does. Please like or subscribe if you did enjoy this. Let me know, what you are grateful for on your journey. Has it been mostly just bad stuff? Have you found perspective in trying to reframe it with gratitude? Yeah, let me know. It would be interesting to hear. So until next time, thanks for being here. And once again, I tried to get the Calendly link up. I don't know why. I'm supposed to verify on this YouTube channel, and I did, but for whatever reason, it rejected. Thanks a lot, YouTube. But anyway, I'm gonna work through it. We'll see what we can do. And yeah, once again, thanks for being here. Until next time, see you later.